So Jason Lettenberger, I'm out of the Milwaukee West Point office. I've been with MassMutual for 8 years. So 2020 was a pretty interesting year to say the least, I think, on the business side and also on the personal side. And there was a happy medium in between staying focused on the personal life. I have a son with some medical needs, so it was pretty scary for us of kind of seeing the balance of work, home, school, trying to keep our boys as normal as possible, and then also being at work, because a lot of people were affected by this. If it was a loss of a loved one, if it was a loss of job, just uncertainty of the market, and just a lot of moving pieces. So I think it was more just the reach out and the appreciation of a happy medium of expressing to people, hey, I'm going through this as well. The most successful piece that I really had was, just staying down the middle, because it was very easy for a lot of people to criticize what was going on with the virus and was it real, was it not real? And I called everybody. It was A clients down to D clients, and I think they appreciated that of, hey, it means a lot that you're reaching out, and a lot of my clients know my son's medical issues, so they appreciated the fact that I was still working and going through this with them. So the switch in 2020 to go virtual was extremely difficult for me. My practice is 95% behind my windshield and going to people's homes. So that was a huge shift to me. Majority of my clients are 2.5 hours away, and it's probably majority mix of people in my age demographic and late 30s, early 40s, and then I have a huge clientele that's in their 50s, 60s, 70s plus that don't use technology or want the face-to-face interaction. So it was really tricky for me to pivot, but I think people got more comfortable with it because they had to use it for work. So that really played into my cards a little bit. Instead of running 4 or 5 appointments a day, I was actually able to run 8, 9, 10 because I was we're doing it from my basement out of my home office or doing it out of the office here. It made my life actually easier, and people are really comfortable with it. I could share my screen, I could do everything, and a lot of people were not comfortable meeting face to face. They didn't want anybody in their house, they didn't want exams done in their house, so we really had to pivot our practice to make people as comfortable as possible. If it was through Zoom or Skype or through FaceTime, it worked out really, really well, and it's actually shockingly hard to get people back. So now people want to do it through Zoom. And this is a very intimate business. People, are talking about their life savings. They're talking about deaths of their loved ones. They want that face-to-face human interaction. Now, having a husband working from home or wife, vice versa, and having the other one working in an office or working in different states, working in different cities, this works out nice because we can get everybody involved on that Zoom. So it's actually been a lot easier. And I think because of the rat race that we live, it's hard to get people focused into one spot. People were home. It was easy to dial, and it was easy to get a hold of people, and that's usually the hardest part about our job, is getting a hold of people. 1 and 2, when can you meet? It's been a refreshing experience for me just because a lot of people are comfortable now with technology.